everyone, this is Cinema.
And this is Johannes.
And you're watching Board Gaming Ramblings.
And welcome to another Acquisition Disorder, the very not monthly video series where we talk about new games that we have gotten recently. These are a bunch of different games, like some games are review copies, some games are copies we bought in a shop, mostly online. Some are Kickstarter games, and there's way different games here, from very small weed games to bigger, heavier games. We're going to talk through them. There's about 30 games. We're not going to try to keep it so long. So basically, this is like a preview of what you might see content for in the future on the channel. I'm just going to start over here. We have a couple of games here. We have Invisible, the dice game, and The Walking Dead, the dice game. These are from Skybound and Mantic and are IP-based games based on Invisible and on, not Invisible, but Invincible and The Walking Dead. These are push-your-luck dice games. They look nice. I haven't checked them out yet. Probably not very long or heavy. It's 2+ players. You can play it with 16 billion people. And there's no time. So maybe it takes an hour to play. I don't know. These are games. And now you looked at them.
Okay. I have a game here. It's called Alpujarras.
Probably, yeah.
I don't know anything about this game.
It's from Steve Finn, who did Biblios. That's his mostly well-designed game, most well-known game. I actually read the rules of this, but just hadn't had the chance to play yet. It sounds really nice. It has like a one-way street, which I am a fan of, and it's a farming style game. So I was learning about these games at the same time as you.
I like this.
Yes.
Here is the back of the box, by the way.
Yes, and it is one that I am looking forward to play. Cool. Next up, we have a recent one that we got from Asmodee, Star Wars Bounty Hunters, and this is a small drafting game. It had a pretty interesting mechanism. We haven't played it yet. I read the rules. I like that you're learning about the game at the same time.
Yes, I really like the cover art. It's so cool.
It has like you're drafting from different decks, and then you're trying to do the bounties, try to defeat different bounties and take them in. It seems interesting. It has some missions, stuff to go for. It is like a 2 to 6 player game, 20 minutes. Seems interesting. As we said, we haven't played most of these games, so it's not going to be a big one. Then we have
Mole Peak.
Yay!
This, I presume, is the sequel to Skull Hollow. It looks like it.
Yes.
Skull Hollow is a 2-player head-to-head game, which I thought was really cool. I don't really like those games all the time, but that one was cool. This looks similar.
This looks cooler. Cooler.
Cooler.
Since it looks like it's more blue.
But it looks like it's maybe more of the same but different.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know how much it changes.
But the map looks similar. Yeah. Now it's bears instead of foxes.
Yes, that is the huge
ice
change.
Monsters.
I think it's basically more of the same, but in a different setting. Next up, we have Tallywood Rally. This is a game that came with Boardwood Grow that we have already spoken about on the channel. This is a 1 to 4 player 25-minute game about a election. So it seems like a very interesting theme. I had some problems when I read the rules the first time, so we haven't gotten to play it yet, but we are looking to play it. If you have played it, let me know how it is. It seems that's a very boring back of the box actually.
Yes,
it's just
it was really disappointing actually.
And looks boring. But Tallywood Rally is one that we have and want to play.
Stifling Dark.
Yes, this is your favorite style of game.
No, you told me about it. This is like a one versus many hidden movement game.
Cinema's
this
favorite
is not
genre.
my genre at all. But you have acquired it for
Yes.
some weird reason.
It's a review copy. We got it.
And okay.
It looks actually interesting. It's a hidden movement horror board game. I'm looking forward to see how that works.
Nothing of this seems appealing to me.
Yay! I read through the rules. They were kind of hard to get through, but it looks interesting. There's many different horror monsters you can be, and it has this kind of what's it called? The flashlight mechanism.
Oh, okay.
Where you're walking on a map and you have a flashlight where you can see. You're trying to find the horror, like the monster.
That actually looks really cool.
So it looks like an interesting game. Next up, we are going to have Ezra and Nehemiah. This one we have spoken about briefly on the Game of the Month for May. We have played this. It's a good game. It's here because we haven't gotten it recently, And because I want to tell you that we are doing a full review for this one, so you are getting that in the future. Do you have any more games?
I have more games. Oh, yes I do.
Yes, you do.
This is Summit.
It is. It's
The
Summit.
board game.
Yes. Have you played this game?
I think so.
Yes.
But it looks really familiar because at Spiel for some years ago, I think we played. Oh yeah, with the roots and stuff.
Yes.
Your mountain climbing. Am I correct?
When did you play this, do you think? And do you remember who taught it to you?
Was it the first time we went?
Yes.
Then it was with Rob from Blue Pig Ping Pig.
It was Christina who taught us this game.
Yes.
Rob had the game with the bank robbery and the
that was
robbers.
fun as well.
Yeah, so Christina taught us this one. We got this now as a review copy with the newest expansion called Sanity, where you try to not lose your sanity. It's kind of like the Norwegian Frank Løke, who tried to get to Mount Everest recently without oxygen. So we're going to play this now.
Isn't it still trying?
I think it's done.
Oh,
and I think he had to use the oxygen at the top.
Okay.
It's like a cheater.
Wait, did he make it? Okay.
Without the oxygen,
I have to check this
because,
out.
It's not very interesting for you. But actually, that's why we're going to play this game and feel like Frank Løke inside us.
Oh.
So now we're going to do Sand. This one is another one we have actually played, and this one is one that we are going to do a review of that you are going to see pretty soon. It was a fine game. You will hear more about it when stay tuned for more things about this game.
Oh, this is a big box.
It is.
It is Starship Interstellar.
It is.
What is this?
Look at that board.
Oh, it's a big board.
Yes, and it looks like it's only tracks.
Yes.
And it looks like a very scientific. It looks like a very scientific board, which could be very fun or horrible.
Or not.
It's not a well-known game. I have seen some reviews that really like it. It's a Kickstarter game. This is a review copy. But it looks like an interesting one. It's like a 2.5 hour game of going out in space. And
hopefully it's good.
Hopefully.
It's the year 2357. Thus, in stark contrast to humankind's hope, violent astronomical events and unregulated use of the new solar extraction technology have greatly accelerated the aging rate of our star over the past few decades. Now, the sun is rapidly nearing the end of its life cycle. Its fate, as for any star in its category, is to transform into a red giant. Okay, actually, I got more excited for this game after reading that.
Oh, wow. I didn't listen. Okay, next up, I'm going to do this pile of games, which are escape room games. These are all from the same company, Post Curious. A couple of them are review copies, a couple of them we did buy. We have already spoken about Adrift on the last escape room video, which was really good, their lightest experience. The Light in the Mist, we have actually played this to the end.
Almost.
And we are going to talk about it in the next review about escape room games. The Emerald Flame is one that we heard about for a long time, or I probably heard about, you maybe have not.
You have told me about it for some time.
And we are playing it right now. Yes. And it's very good.
Yes.
Recommend it if you enjoy escape room games. We are going to do reviews of this. Morrison Game Factory, we have played. This is like a shorter one, a one sitting for most people. Going to be this one. It's set in a game factory, which is a very fun theme. Yeah. And spoiler alert, it's also very fun. Last one is the Threads of Fate, like Morrison Game Factory's review copy, and this is also a review copy. Threads of Fate. This is a remake of the first game Post Curious did called The Tale of Ord. So this is Threads of Fate, which is not a longer one, 10 plus hours. It seems like it's going to be fun because the Post Curious games have, and when we played like Mother of Frankenstein, it opened our eyes to there being like more escape room style, heavier puzzle games basically than Unlock and Exit. Like just the other day, we solved one puzzle in the Emerald Flame, and it took us like 1.5 hours.
But it was a fun 1.5 hours.
It was amazing. So those are those. Do you have more games?
I have a weird game over here.
Oh, is that your flask? You just forgot.
Oh, I took the wrong thing.
It's you have cards in your flask? What is this game?
Don't skip leg day? What is this?
Tell me about it.
Get ready for a muscle-pumping showdown in this pick and pause game for fitness fanatics.
Pick and pause, is that drafting?
Maybe.
It sounds
Card
like drafting.
game. For fitness fanatics and casual gamers alike, sculpt your bodybuilder
Yeah, we
persona.
are fitness fanatics. We are
oh yeah,
in that category.
we are. Didn't you know that already? Yes, half of the videos on this channel is us playing so heavy board games. We are.
Yes.
They're so heavy. Focusing on upper body strength gives you more points, but skipping leg day risks a stumble. That it doesn't. I don't know what this game is.
But
is it a drafting game?
This is a review copy, and I basically saw it. I was like, I can't say no to a game that comes in a shaker. It looks really cool.
Yeah.
It's of course horrible to have on the shelf because there's nowhere you can have this. So hopefully it's bad, so we can kill it. But I just love the premise of it. Oh, next up, it's my turn. We have an expansion now. Yes, it's the expansion for Roleplay Adventures.
Yay!
And I love Roleplay Adventures.
Yes.
And this one is how long is this? I think it's like seven scenarios, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's 7 scenarios. We really enjoyed Roleplay Adventures.
Yes.
Mostly for the story. The gameplay is fun, but I was bored by it by the end.
I wasn't.
But this is shorter, so hopefully it's gonna not be bored by it. But I really want to play it.
Yes.
Basically, that's what I want to say about it. Do you have more games?
I have more games. We have played Lorcana.
Yay! We have.
We are a little late to the party.
Yes. Because Norway is late to the party.
Yes, it's been a lot of buzz.
Whoop.
But Norway is late, absolutely. We tried to play this a couple of times. And this is your, I was about to say, classical head-to-head two-player card game. And it is, but it has some small twists that I enjoyed.
Yeah.
And I love the Disney theme. I'm a sucker for that.
I think that is like most of it for me. I bought too many decks. So we have played with 2, and I think we have 5.
Yes.
So we have like 3 we haven't played yet. But I am looking forward to play more of it. Next up, we have a weird game called Galactic Renaissance. This is by the same designer who did Inish, which we liked.
Yeah.
We didn't end up keeping it at the end.
No, but it was really, I like, it was so high for me. I think it was in my top 50 that
wow.
I made when we had a podcast.
Oh, back in the days. But Galactic Renaissance, we only played it once so far. I want to play it again before we say anything about it.
Yeah.
It was a weird but fun experience. It is one of those, like, it's very different from all the games that we usually play. So my brain needs to play it, but it's also kind of hard to get to play it because it's so weird and you need like a specific kind of group to be able to play it.
I didn't think it was that weird, but I think Inish is weirder from what I remember. But I think like the card play in this game was really cool because you can like do these combos, and the last 10 points you get to win the game, you have to get in one go.
Yes.
And I was so close. I was 1 card off. And then you snuck in and took the victory from me. And that was really tense, and I like that.
So, of course, I love the game because I didn't win it.
Yes.
We have more games.
We do. Lag notes.
Lag notes. Let's try that again. Lag notes.
Lab notes.
That makes more sense.
I got it now. But every time I see it on the shelf, my brain goes lag notes. And I'm just like...
What is that?
What is that?
And
but
what
now
is that?
I get it. It's lab notes. I think this is a roll and write game.
It's correct.
Looks like that.
Yes.
Yes. About a lab notes.
Yes. It's about like what's it called again? Like the water H2O. What is that? Like a element? No.
L-O.
Like what is it called again? Like it's science.
I don't know what's it called in English.
It's science based.
It's science.
Bye. It's science.
Cool.
Okay. Next up, I'm gonna take this small box, which I am. Oh, it's so light. No, it's the lid. This is Tainted Grail, Kings of Ruins. Tell me all about it.
We have played some Tainted Grail. This is Tainted Grail, Kings of Ruin.
It's a bigger box.
It is. Is it bigger?
Than Tainted Grail. Tainted Grail is a normal square box.
Is it?
Which is just maybe a bit...
But okay, we have a lot of things for that. That is why it takes up a lot of space in the shelf.
Yes, this one, I like Tainted Grail, but I also like the changes they have done to Tainted Grail. We also got like all the 2.0 upgrade stuff. Haven't played with it yet, but I like the changes they have done. And this one seems like they implement all those changes. Because I love the storytelling and the world of Tainted Grail. It was just a bit grindy and hard to survive. So I'm looking forward to play this. Hopefully it will be good. I would have loved to play it now before this summer, but I don't think we're gonna have time because there's so many other games we need to play and cover. But this one
It looks so good, like the
looking-
cover with
yes.
the hands and looks really.
I really want to
that
play
is
this
cool.
ASAP.
Next up, we have Fisheries
Gloucester.
Gloucester.
Yes, this is another Finn game. I have seen. I really want to play it. It's a 2-player head-to-head game,
Nice.
and I have seen it been. What do they call it again? Oh, I just lost it. The couple who does the comics, they are called.
Semi-co-op.
Yes,
Yes.
I knew it. My brain stopped. Semicope spoke about this a while ago, and they said it's very good, but it's a very mean 2-player game.
Oh, okay.
So you are fishing. I'm guessing that you're trying to take the fish from the other players. I started reading the rules, but we just haven't had the time to play it. But I am actually very excited to play this. One of the better looking Finn games in a while. I think you're gonna do a few more because I only have 2 more on my
Yes.
side.
French Quarter. This is a 2-player. No. It's a.
It was the same size, and you're like, this has to be a 2-player game.
I was
I'm just
like,
saying words.
but it's a roll and write game.
Yes, have you
Yes.
played it?
Yes, I have.
Yes, it's
And
true.
this is why this is so embarrassing that I didn't know the player count. But it's 1 to 4. The reason that we have this is that this is from a company that did Motor City.
Yes.
I know stuff now. And they make good roll and writes, a little more complex ones.
Yeah.
And then we thought we might enjoy French Quarter. My first impression is that it was meh. You
I
liked
liked
it
it,
more
yes.
than me, so I'm going to give it more chances to improve on my view on this.
Yes. Another one from your side
Oh.
is...
Just keep them coming. This is Compounded.
Yes. Tell me all about it.
I know nothing about this
It's a
game.
science game as well.
Oh, it's science with the H2O and stuff.
Yes, it's a peer-reviewed edition. It's a new version of Compounded. It sounds like an interesting game. Like, I like science, and I like board games, so hopefully I like this game.
Yes,
That's
we do
all I
a
have
lot
to
of
say.
science in our daily lives.
Yes, I only have 2 more, so you can...
Okay, I have 4
5,
more on my
4.
side.
Next
This
one is...
a Bestiary of Sigilum.
It's actually bestiary.
Oh, bestiary,
I don't know
yes.
the difference, because I always call it bestiary, but
No, but
bestiary...
beast has an A
Yeah, I
in
know.
here.
I know how you... I know
And
difference
this
in
is
spelling.
the bestiary.
I know difference in spelling. I think like bestiary is like a... I don't know.
No.
But it has a... It actually looks really good. And I heard it's good. It's a 2-player head-to-head monster battling game.
Okay, so I'll despise it.
No, you don't hate all of
No,
those.
yes,
and
that's
actually,
true.
the thing is that you're liking more and more of them.
Yeah, but I did enjoy them as before as well. For example, I'm saying now, oh, I don't like those kind
Mm-hmm.
of games. But like, what do you call it? Not Mage Wars, but the other one, the
Mage Wars?
not Mage Wars.
I don't know the other one.
With the fantasy races.
Summoner Wars?
Yes, thank you. I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I don't hate them all. I'm just bragging.
Gonna hate them all. 2-player games.
Yes.
Do 1 more then, and I
Yeah.
can do the next one. Because you have 3 more now.
Yes.
Next one is...
The best dice tower, cube tower ever made.
Yeah.
It says a cube tower in
Yes.
the box.
We just have a paper here, but
Yeah.
the cube tower is...
Harrow County.
Yes, tell me all about it. What is it based on? Is have we played it? Want to play it? And
Yes.
game.
It's based on Harrow County,
Yes, what is that?
a comic book.
Yay!
And this is a 1 to 3 player game.
Yes.
And
Oh,
we have,
how did you know?
it says here.
Yes.
And we have played it once,
Mm-hmm.
and it was interesting.
Yeah, I liked it.
We played with wrong
Okay,
rules.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yes.
Because this is a 2-player head-to-head game.
Yeah.
Did you hate it?
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
But I kind of did before we checked the rules again and found out
We played, yeah.
that it was impossible for me to win before, and,
Yes.
and then it was suddenly possible, and then I
So
liked
won.
it.
I won. Yes. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Like it had different chapters, many different roles, there were many different player powers. This is one I think that you would really... If you got to play it like 15 times, it would be amazing because you got to delve deep into this. Because the gameplay isn't that complex, but you have many different ways to play it, different factions, different roles in those factions. I really, We're thinking of doing a review, didn't have time to do it, but I really want to play it again, basically,
Yes.
before we say anything more about it.
Yep.
I have a couple more. This is this is heavy. This is an age contrived. We have played this.
Yes, I know stuff about
We
this
played
game.
a prototype of it.
Yes.
And we enjoyed it quite a bit. I liked many parts of this game, and I'm very excited to play the complete edition. This basically went very smooth. Like this, I felt like was just yesterday, and then suddenly it arrived at the completed, the finished version of the game.
What about the English version? Should you get that as well?
No, it's my joke. You're taking my joke. But yes, I remember enjoying it. We haven't gotten to play the new version of it yet, but I am looking forward to do so.
But this has a really cool mechanism with where you place your
Tiles?
Tiles, yes. Which is actually really complex, and I'm looking forward to see the finished version, not
the English one?
not just a prototype. So I'm excited for that.
Okay, we have a couple more games. This is gonna be on here now because there's so many games around us. Oh, another expansion. What is this?
This is an expansion for ISS Vanguard.
I'm gonna shoot in basically that there's 2 boxes because there's 2 expansions. I just brought one.
Okay, yeah. So ISS Vanguard, we have totally played all of that. And that is why we're getting the expansion, because we can't wait to delve right into this. We're going to do it right away.
Yes,
I presume that's why we've gotten it.
Because we finished the whole campaign.
Yes.
Except for...
Actually, we played it 3 times because we have so few other games to play.
Except for the part where we didn't.
Except for the part where we didn't. Yes, that's true.
But I didn't order these, like they're part of the Kickstarter.
Okay.
So they're just like a second wave delivery.
Yes, we have that stuff with the Tainted Grail and the
Tainted Grail, we have like 3 campaigns.
Yes, and Ether Fields
we have 6
also.
campaigns.
Yes. So
we're gonna have like an Awaken Realms month, I think, and just stop working.
An Awaken Realms a year almost.
But yes, we have played Vanguard, really like it.
I'm gonna play more ISS Vanguard.
Next up, we have another expansion. This is a review copy, and I am very excited to play this. This is a Nucleum Australia expansion. It's a very early expansion. Like the game came out in October.
Yes.
And now it's another expansion. And now it's another expansion. They just revealed another expansion for this.
So this is the first expansion.
This is the 6th expansion. And then the second one was just revealed in the 3rd expansion.
Cool.
This is the first expansion. It is Australia. It has a map. One thing we didn't like about Nucleum was the Prague problem. And I heard that this fixes that in a very good way and changed up a few things. I really enjoy Nucleum. I don't think you're showing anything because it's so flashy. I really enjoyed Nucleum, and I am actually very much excited to play Australia. I clipped your hand. I'm sorry. There's only one more game.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Oh no.
It's this one.
It's Skyrise. We have played this. It is a it looks bigger than, well...
It's bigger on the outside.
Yes. And it has some cool very cool components, but the game in itself is very, very simple.
Yeah.
But it was more depthy than I thought.
What kind of game is it?
It is a bidding game.
Yes.
With a twist.
Oh.
You have to explain this because it has some new concepts that I haven't seen before, actually.
Yeah, you're basically bidding with numbers on your buildings, and then like when you're building, you're also bidding on locations. So when you bid on a space, I'm going to bid on a space adjacent to that if I want to, and a higher number. And then when everybody passes, that person's going to get that lot with that building. And you have different reasons to try to be different places, majorities, all of that. An interesting game. I didn't fall in love with it the first time I played it, but I am looking forward to play it more.
This is, even though it was it felt kind of simple, it felt like the next time I would play it, I would do something else, because that bidding where the starting bid isn't what usually, if people are bidding over, the starting plot doesn't matter anymore, because you are always changing what you're bidding on at all times. So that felt very unusual, and therefore you have to think in another way suddenly, and I want to play it more to see if I can crack that code.
I agree. And those are about 30 new games that we have gotten in the last time of space. In recent times, yes.
Time of space.
And that is it. If there are any games here that you are specifically interested in to see us cover, let us know and we can see what we can do. There's many games here I'm super excited to play. Like, this is the most fun way of doing this, is to like get a feeling of all the games that we have in our future, because I love playing games and I love playing new games and I'm looking forward to playing these things.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the end.
Yes.
If you enjoyed this video and you haven't done so yet, you can help us out in a big way by giving us a victory point.
And we get victory points when you click that subscribe button. You can also click the bell to get notifications every time we post a new video.
And this is going to be the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Johannes.
I'm Cinema.
And you've been watching Board Gaming Ramblings, and bye bye.